Hey, I'm going to start the stream. We're a little late.
Yep.
All right, so give me a minute.
That doesn't make much sense to me as a DM because, like, if it's just numbers, just make the numbers bigger, you know?
Well, a lot of people default don't.
Okay, we're doing the video. Hello, welcome. We're on today. We got 2 new players, and I think Dameron's the only one here from the core group.
I am the core group. What are you talking about?
Yep. So I think what's his name's arm fell off. No Shay. Yep.
His wing.
Yeah, his wing. He must have got trapped in a door. So we're gonna take off where we left off. We got 2 new players. So have you guys decided if you wanted to be part of a secondary group that's traveling to Tirahnn? I think I might be pronouncing it wrong, but Tirahnn, to help take over the ion cannon, or you could have been part of the initial group that was fighting off the separatist forces before they overran the entire planet, and you've kind of been hiding out, waiting to see if there's any reinforcements that are coming that you might be able to help.
The second one makes more sense to me.
Would Lord Sifis be aware of them since he was on planet 2?
Maybe. He's not here to ask, so.
Oh no.
Yep.
Which arm? Which part he lost?
Well, so okay. So who's the new players? Let's go ahead and do a little introduction.
Hello, my name's Reese. I play Krivok, a Trandoshan Jedi. I'm going to say that Krivok was on planet with his master prior to the forces taking over, and his master is either has fallen injured or has died, and so he's been doing guerrilla warfare against the droids and stuff like that, trying to take them out, but he's only like one man against an entire army. Okay,
that sounds good. And the streets are just crawling with the different separatist droids and their tanks, their tank droids, their vulture droids, all their stuff. They've got a massive planetary invasion force. And I believe Icro.
Yep. My name is VG. I will be playing Icro Low. He's a Keldor Jedi. And yeah, he was also part of the first wave he was fighting. His master is not here. In fact, I do believe his master is already either dead or lost somewhere. And he just came over here to fight on this place at request of the Jedi Temple.
Okay. So cool. Do you guys know each other, the new people?
I think not. Like, you mean if our characters know each other, or
yeah, if you guys were on the planet before the invasions, would you guys have been fighting alongside each other? That's what I'm asking.
I don't think so, but that could be a possibility.
Does anyone have low light vision or can see in the dark?
I have low light vision.
Which character is yours?
Icro.
Okay. So I'll add that to your token.
Krivok has dark vision.
Okay, so I'll add that to you as well. All right. So let's go ahead and I'll put you guys on the city and we can have Dameron kind of tell you what him and Noche and the Count or Lord Cyphus were doing. So can you guys see the map okay? So this kind of what you see, what you get. This is kind of what the streets look like. I do know Spillikin, Noche, they were asking around for people that might know about where a hidden bunker is, as well as plans to the sewage systems. So if one of you want to do a knowledge or gather information, you can to be in one of the bars or areas that they were asking around for that information. What's the green bar? Oh yeah. So I put the regular AC / flat-footed on your token.
Okay.
Okay, so Demarian, I'll award you some extra credits that you find on the streets if you just kind of let them know what you guys have been up to.
All right. So from what I remember, this has been like what, a month almost since last time we played. We shut. I think we went underneath at one place and we was able to shut down the shield.
On the bridge.
Yeah, for the bridge.
Going to the city.
So we're in the city now. Spillikin got injured, so he ended up getting fixed up for free. It just cost him, a few hours of his life, We found out that the guy we're looking for is in a building that only has one entrance to it, apparently. The construction and stuff like that, there's no construction on the planet that we can find. All records from the library has been put into that building. And so basically now we're trying to find a way to get into that building. There's a certain time of day when actually someone goes into that building, but like the guy has never been seen coming out of that building. So we're just trying to find a way in right now into that building. Noche kind of got a little nauseous from a smell because somehow got onto Spillikin. He has no idea how that happened. And so that's probably why he's out for the day. And I don't know. I think Sif is probably doing his little talking with that, with the his new friend, the what race is that guy? I can't remember. What's that race? The race of those guys, the guys that are in the I'm so bad with stuff. The what's that? What's that race, Jeff? I'm thinking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His new friend he made. That's just as pompous as him, but like just with the Trade Federation.
Oh, the Nemodian?
Yeah, Nemodian. There you go. Yeah, he made friends with Nemodian, and he's been out doing that. So that's probably why he's out not here today as well. They're out buddying and stuff. So that's probably where I left off. I was dropping Noche off somewhere because he was kind of nauseous, and I guess back to my searching. I can't remember what all I found out though for sure, because I was trying to find out plans for it, but it seems like it's probably hit a dead end. I'll probably have to just go in the sewer system myself and find something, because I was trying to find at least someone that might know something about the sewer system, but I haven't had any luck.
Okay, so you found like 100 credits. Someone was buying drinks and they were really drunk and they left their purse behind. So you came across 100 credits. There you go. Okay, so basically they are looking for Commander Zolghast. There's rumors that he has a bunker somewhere in the city. They think it might be the police security building, because that was one of the first buildings they took over after establishing dominance of the planet. Commander Zolghast is believed to have the code cylinder to activate the planetary ion cannon. So he's kind of important to find. But as I'm thinking, if you guys were the Force group, you probably don't know all of that, but you do notice that this Charjafan, this noble-looking separatist guy, and this bird creature have been hanging out at the bar, the Spacers Lounge, and the casino, asking a lot of questions about the municipality building that was heavily damaged in the invasion. And a bunch of the droids were seen taking computer consoles and data pads out of it, bringing them to the police security building, as well as a lot of construction droids and materials that were being brought to it, a lot of dirt being taken out of it. And from what they can tell, they've seen Commander Zolghast go into that building, but they've never seen him come out of it. But some contradicting reports say that they've seen him come out of the ion cannon building and back into it with more droid forces. So there's some conflicts as to the story as to where he might be. So
Also sounds like there might be a way to go back and forth between the two.
One might surmise that. So they've been playing for the last couple games, so you guys are new. So what have your characters been doing? I will say they've maintained control of this planet for about a week. So what have you guys been doing during this time of them occupying this planet?
Most probably Icro would be hiding and meditating on the Force, and trying to sense if there's any immediate danger. If someone would get close to, I can imagine, like, to either some kind of enclosed space that he would be into, like a house or a cave or something like that. And if something would get closer, he would wait for it to get inside and then just smash it to pieces with the Force or something.
So there are apartments on this planet. There's hotels. It is an inner rim city, so it's going to be pretty similar to Coruscant. With there's not much wilderness anywhere, so it's a very urban planet. I mean, there might be so this city's major. But there is a bridge that leads out to like a desert area, which is where the players came through by deactivating the shield on that bridge to get to the city. So there is, if you want to take the risk of trying to get out of the city. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of in a urban environment. So your character would probably...
what I was describing is more the idea of, like, he's holding the line somewhere. You know, he's not going anywhere specifically. He's just holding the line and just waiting for something to happen, because he knows that if he goes out there, he's probably gonna die. You know.
Okay. Do you want to make some type of gather information or a knowledge check to try and figure out what's been going on?
Let's go for it.
So if you have one skill you'd rather use over the other, you can make a case for it if it's not one of the ones I mentioned. Okay.
Right.
Cool. All right. So over the last week, just a day ago, you heard that the defense shield over the main bridge coming in and out of the city over this huge desert chasm, like a Grand Canyon type chasm, has been destroyed, and the building has been blown up. They've sent a lot more droids since then. Your gather information also has got some new people on your radar that you haven't seen previously in the city, asking some interesting questions about finding sewage plans or blueprints, as well as asking about a Commander Zolghast. So that's kind of got your attention. One of them is a Tirahnn that does not appear to speak very good Basic.
And these people are moving around and they're managing to avoid the armies that are popular in the streets right now.
So think of so basically they have patrol set up, they have strict curfews, they have droids patrolling everywhere, looking for anyone with weapons. They're doing stop and frisk anyone that looks suspicious or acting suspicious. They take away anyone that tries to cause trouble and anyone associated with them. They get disappeared. So that's kind of the environment that you're in right now. So if you have any weapons, you're going to have to hide them on yourselves or hide them somewhere where you can get access to, because there is a chance that they will frisk you. And if they find weapons on you, they usually just execute you on the spot.
All right. Well, I do have a lightsaber, but that's not that hard to hide.
All right. And so that was... which character is Venice? I might be butchering it.
That's my name. That's Vincius. Well, that's me. That's VG. It's Icro Little.
Okay. So, Krivak, what have you been doing for this week? I think you cut out.
Yep.
Of course not. Think of this like Chicago. Only the criminals have weapons.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you.
For some reason, my push to talk was not working. So I'll mute myself just in case so you guys don't hear background noise, and then when I talk, I'll take myself off. But so my character does not have any credits, so he'll probably be laying low in like destroyed buildings or something like that, and then at least attempting to like I'm trying to think of how to put it. Maybe see if he can't contact local Republic authority, like not exactly local, but see if he can't get in contact with the Republic, as well as kind of doing a guerrilla fighting type thing where he's taking out like droids as much as he can and like kind of making it look like that somebody's attacking them, but without them getting it back to him.
So, were you like one of the leaders of a clone patrol?
I would say him and his master were, yes, and then when his master had gotten hurt and the rest of the squad had been taken out during the time, that's when he kind of went from I'm standing up here, attacking, showing you that I'm this Jedi, and then he's like now in the back streets, kind of trying to stay hidden while show that people can have hope and that the Separatists aren't just there. I don't know I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, how is your character getting intelligence as far as their movements, where they're going, where to hit them? How is your character getting that information?
He would mostly be like kind of eavesdropping in places, kind of staying out of sight, but to where he can hear possibly the droids, like the officer droids, giving orders on what's going on and where they might be moving, as well as trying to keep an eye on the movements of the droid patrols and everything like that, so that way in case a squad, like a rescue squad does come in, they'll he'll be able to get the intelligence to them. So like keeping a lookout for the droid patrols, and then like keeping his comm unit flicking through the Republic frequencies, so that way he can listen and hear.
Okay, so which skill would you like to use to try and get this information? It sounds like it could be gather information. It sounds like it could be perception.
I'll go with perception more so because that's a skill I'm trained in. But yeah, perception would be the one.
All right, so you can either roll it or take 10.
I'll roll it this time around. Hey, natural 20.
Okay, so you heard the same stuff about him, about the bridge being blown up, about a lot more reinforcements being added since then, since they no longer have the shield generator protecting the bridge. The patrols have been doubled since then. They're extra vigilant. They're going door by door now, do random searches of people's residence for weapons. I think they allowed a 24-hour period where people could turn in any weapons that they happen to find or give them the location of weapons caches to not be executed. And so that time has come and gone, and now the penalty for having a weapon on you is execution. Do you ever go to any of the bars or the casino?
When he's like kind of going through to I guess you could say patrol and see if he can find any Republic forces, he would kind of like step in, especially when a droid patrol is coming by, because I mean he kind of looks like your typical Jedi. He's like, he's in his Jedi robes with the cloak, and so it's kind of easy to spot that he's not exactly what he seems. He doesn't look like a merchant or anything like that.
Okay, so the average patrols that you've seen are 6 B1 battle droids, 2 B2 battle droids, and a sergeant B1 battle droid, or one of the tactical droids leading. So that's usually how they patrol the streets. So it's a lot versus one person. So if you have been going to the bars, that's why I was asking you. You may have seen those new people, the Charger fan, the Noche, or that's not a species, but the bird, human bird hybrid looking creature, and then another humanoid that looks like a noble in their clothes, asking about Commander Zolghast's bunker. And your roll is high enough that you've heard his name from the battle droids. They take orders from him. So,
a question. Since Krivak is kind of like going around and he's force sensitive, and I said I was like, most of the time, while not ambushing people that were looking for me or, well, anyone suspicious in kind of like my area, could I detect Krivak with kind of like, like who you can sense other force users around? So
yeah.
could I do
got
that?
a force power. You can use your force power.
You just get the thing.
He also says he's wearing Jedi robes too, I believe.
That's a natural one. That's nice. Oh. Better to get them out early, right?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Because he got a 28 on his perception.
What's the DC to do it anyways?
I don't know.
That's up to the GM, but that's not quite high enough. What
Well, I would be kind of like just the only two things I would be doing in this time, since Jedi need very low food and water and such, because of their connection to the Force. The only two things I would be doing is ambushing enemies that get close to me and kind of like waiting and meditating on the Force and sensing stuff. So,
what does your character dress? How does your character dress?
like traditional Jedi in robes.
Okay,
Pretty much exactly like the Hero Forge thing.
On those rare moments during the week that you do go get something to drink and something to eat, then we'll say Was it Krivak that rolled the 28?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Krivak, you see someone that looks very familiar wearing similar attire as you.
Are they allowed to wear Jedi robes?
They look like hermits.
If a battle droid sees them, would they shoot on the spot? Like, oh, this is a Jedi? Or would like, oh.
Well, they probably search to see if they have a weapon on them.
Okay, so they're not going to harass them too much.
What, you guys stealthy? What's your passive stealth? Like if you took 10 on stealth?
Who are you asking?
Both of you. What your passive stealth would be like?
Mine would be 13.
If I were to take a 10, it would be 10.
Okay.
That's the sad thing. I have like no dexterity, so yeah.
Here we go. I'll make this easy. So, I'm going to remove your characters.
Go for it.
So, while one of you is going to get food, the other one's about to ambush. And, so this is happening right outside the bar that, Spillikin's at. So, one of the droids on their patrol is like, "Hey, you! I need you to stop and get on the wall. Spread him." So they're pointing to both of you because you look suspicious with your robes.
Don't forget the lube.
I mean, I'm going to turn to him and go like, "You is very specific. Do you want to be a little more precise with your words?"
Both of you who look like Jedi, go ahead and stand up against that wall, and spread your arms and legs and prepare to be searched.
I think you have something wrong here. We don't look like Jedi. Let us pass, and I'm gonna use mind trick on him.
It's a droid. You can't.
It's a mind-affecting ability. So you say that, but it has no effect. And they have their guns drawn and pointed at you. The one who tried to do the mind trick on them.
Weird, because I've seen some stuff. Well, anyway, I'm going to look at Krivak and see if he reacts in any way. I'm 100% calm. I just kind of look to see if he's okay or something, if he's doing any motion or what.
He's kind of trying to do it slowly, but he's moving his hand below his robe. He's actually going for his lightsaber at this point because he knows that one way or another he's going to get found out.
Do I hear any of this? That's a nat 20.
You can hear the droid saying, "You two that look suspiciously like Jedi." So you could hear that.
I guess I'll go out and see what's going on.
Well, you know, at this point, then, I think. So, Krivak, you said that I see you going for your lightsaber, right?
Yep.
I'm going to kind of like shrug, and if I can, I don't know if it counts as a surprise round or anything. I'm going to use Force Slam.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do initiative, because they view you as resisting arrest, and they have their weapons drawn. So we'll go ahead and get an initiative.
See, that's a nice roll.
Cool. Make sure your character token is selected when you roll the initiative on.
Sure, don't worry about it. I can just change it. See,
Okay.
That's an even better roll, so it works out.
Okay.
I love how Dysons are sentient.
Well, mine sucked. I'm like going last.
Holy shit, they also rolled really high.
This just, oh man. Let's just hope that
And really
they
low.
suck.
So you roll for each one of those guys?
Yep.
Ouch. Also rolling for you new characters.
They're battle droids. Those are Jedi.
What's the passive stealth I need to be able to hide my weapons? Even though like my rifle's like the same size as me.
Like a 30?
Without taking it apart.
What's
Like
that?
a 30 or something.
Okay. Yeah, then I couldn't justify having it. Like I have a big bag that looks like it's so, but no.
All right, so everyone's on the initiative score.
Yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna be able to do unless I can get one of the weapons from them.
Okay, so Ikro, it's your turn.
All right. Take a look at Discord real quick. I think you can't see the cone that I drew, so I print screen so you can see.
Oh, you know what's great? I've got a folder called templates under the character. If you go to the top where you see the chat message, there's a journal button. If you click on that, you'll see a template, and this has a bunch of the templates, such as the 90-degree cone template. You can just drag one of those and put it on the map if you need a template.
I just do it with my ruler because it's faster and it's more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, the king.
It's posted on general.
Yeah, so what is that? The cone of the Force Slam.
Yep.
All right.
6 squares.
Well, thankfully, I'm outside of that.
So something like that. It's bigger than that.
Yep.
Yeah, we go all the way back to this guy.
All right, like that.
Yeah,
there you go.
I think that
yeah,
looks like
something
your.
like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do your Force Slam. That's a good thing they're all lined up like that.
Use the Force 25, so I guess that passes most people's Fortitude defense. So I'm just gonna roll damage.
Yep.
16 damage.
Okay.
So that's my standard action. As my swift action, as my move action, I will take out my lightsaber, and as my swift action, I will ignite it. And that's all I'm gonna do this turn, because that's all I can do.
Well, as you do that, you whoosh, and a bunch of heads and body parts of droids fall off and get slammed up against the wall over here. All right. Okay. So when you do that, that was Eco, right?
Yeah,
Icro.
Icro.
Okay, so this battle droid is going to use synchronized firing circuits to aim, and I guess he's assisting the other battle droids, so he's going to be like providing some firing to give him a +5 on his attack to shoot at your character. So that's his turn. The battle droid that was damaged, which is this one, he is going to shoot at the one that blew up all of his bodies with a swipe of his hand.
Interesting that he knows it's me, but sure, go ahead.
Well, usually, going off of the movies, whenever they push something with the Force, you see Obi-Wan moving his hand, making a hand gesture that pushes the droids over and slams them into each other. So I'm assuming you do something similar, right?
Have him do a perception.
I'm just going like, very perceptive deal. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have him do a perception to see if he even saw it. I know he knows something happened because if this doesn't happen, like them just all crumble in pieces. But
Yeah, just
Well, you have your lightsaber out, right?
critical malfunction.
okay,
No, sure, they can shoot me, but because I have lightsaber out, sure.
yeah,
They're going to shoot the one with the lightsaber out.
yeah,
So,
so they're probably ignoring Kreebak, I guess.
so I'm not making unnecessary rolls. All right, he's going to do.
Can you imagine, like, out of nowhere, just a bunch of droids just fall to the ground, critical malfunction or something? Just crash.
If you can tell, if you can talk it. Hey, yeah, don't worry. That was just a critical malfunction. I'm an droid expert.
21 would hit. I will use deflect. Hopefully I get to deflect that. Yep, I do. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, so he shoots at you. And does it deflect? I'm coming from the FFG system. Does that reduce the amount of damage, or what's that do?
It does exactly what you think. It just goes off into another direction. Doesn't hit me.
Can you control where it hits because of the base?
No, I can't. Sorry, I can't redirect the shot. That's another talent. But it can go like anywhere. Like if I say, "Oh, it goes into the wall," like a cinematic thing, sure. But the only thing is, it doesn't hit me. It goes away. You know.
Okay, so you're using a lightsaber and you're deflecting with the lightsaber, right?
Yeah, that's why I pulled out the lightsaber and ignited so I could deflect the shot.
So he's swinging his lightsaber and easily deflects the bolts that were shot from the wrist blaster as they hit the wall effortlessly behind him. Okay. Now it's Billiken's turn. So this charge of fans emerging from the bar after hearing all this blaster fire.
All right. Considering if you want to get involved, so the guy in front of him, directly in front of him, did not shoot at all the attack, right?
So there's a guy in Jedi robes with his lightsaber ignited. It's not a red lightsaber. There's another guy not too far from him, also in robes.
Yeah, I heard them call him to hold and stuff, and then I heard that. So the one directly in front of me, this guy, he has already shot then, right?
They both use their turns.
Okay, I guess I will charge up to one of them and tackle him. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I tackle him? Am I strong enough to do that?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Can I run up and tackle him?
Are you doing unarmed?
Yeah, because
Okay, so I believe it's a -5.
I justify having a mace because I can probably hide a mace more easier than I can hide a giant rifle.
Do you have a mace?
I do have a mace.
All right, so you can use a swift action to have your mace.
Yeah, it's on that. Yeah, so I'll pull that out and then charge up and attack him.
Yep.
All right.
So roll when you're ready.
Don't forget your plus to charge.
Yeah, did you add your plus to your charge?
What's a plus?
I believe it's a +2, but
Yep.
That
When you're
sounds
charging,
right.
you get a +2 to hit.
To hit? Okay, well then it's 18 to hit.
All right, so you come over and you swoosh. Hit with swing with your club. Yeah, 16 to hit.
No, it's 18 to hit. He said because I had 2 + 2 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. So it does 8 damage. You smack it right in its head, and its eyes flicker. Sparks start coming out. Its head kind of pops off as you've smashed its skull, and it collapses to the ground.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Next, dead. Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Krevax, what are you doing?
That was exactly my plan. Hey, look at these guys with high initiative. Let's kill them. You know?
So I'm going to take a move action to draw my lightsaber, a swift action to ignite it, and then I'm going to use my force power draw closer, and I'm going to pull this guy into the adjacent thing right there and attack him with my lightsaber.
Nice.
Now, does that say it's part of the attack?
Yes. So for
Okay.
draw closer, it's a lightsaber form in the Jedi Academy, and it says you grab an opponent with the Force, drawing him into the path of your weapon, and then I just make a DC check to see if I can get it. Which, unless I roll a 1, I'll be able to.
Yeah, what's it verse?
Medium grappled. Oh, it's no. So if I reach the DC 15, which is the smallest one that I need, they're automatically pulled into the space adjacent to me. And then I make an attack, and with my lightsaber, and the attack can fail, but the lightsaber, but they'll still be drawn in right next to me.
Okay.
DC at 15, it says. Then it says
Probably refold right here, right? Because it's the space closest to
Yeah,
you.
so go ahead and roll. Oh.
Exactly 15. Good job.
like I said, unless I roll a 1, I'm going to be able to get them because none of them are large.
There you go.
And then I will attack with my lightsaber.
So, all that's going on, the Battle Droid Sergeant's starting to see he's by himself now.
Uh-oh.
Hey, now, before my next, well, never mind, I'm probably not going to chance.
Hey, you didn't quite kill him, so that's good.
Could I argue for a second opportunity as this guy is drawn closer to us?
You know, I think the shortest way is diagonal.
Wait, he pulled this guy? I thought he was pulling this guy.
Did I do the wrong one?
No, I was pulling this droid right here, and he would be pulled right here, right next to me.
Yeah, 100% would go there.
Wrong one.
I
Okay.
pinged here because I thought it was this guy.
Oh, no problem. Okay. So Krevac did that, right?
Yes, I did. That's
Okay.
what I
So
did.
he does not go across any of your threatened squares.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Next turn. Dead. Oh.
Dead.
Here we go.
Unauthorized personnel.
So,
Now you turn around and spread them.
so he's on the comm saying, "Help! Unauthorized personality! Help!" And he's gonna. What's he got? Does he got anything that can do auto fire? Blaster carbines can do auto fire. Okay. He's gonna shoot at Ikro
Right.
because you're close to him. He's gonna do the auto fire.
Which
All right.
we can't block.
And it's a -5 for auto fire.
Oh, I see. For him to hit. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
-5 for him to hit, that you mean. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says you do a auto fires treated as an area attack. You target a 2x2 square area. Make a single attack roll at a -5 penalty. So.
Yep. Go ahead. That misses. So
-3. Wow.
also, so that would mean I take half damage, but
Yeah.
then I can reflect. Do I even need to roll? Because the reflect just needs to be higher than the attack, and he rolled a -3.
So does reflect? Well, he automatically missed because that's a 1. So you don't have to do any reflect or anything.
Oh, it does because the creatures you miss take half damage on auto fire.
So does
Yeah.
reflect work on area attacks as well?
Yes, like if you do reflect and you get hit, like it takes one step down. Basically, what it does is if you would get hit and you reflect successfully, instead of like full damage, you take half. And if you were taking half damage and you reflect successfully, you take no damage. You know?
Right.
Okay.
And then there's a talent that kind of swaps that to where if you deflect an auto attack, it takes it down to it. There's a talent out there that allows you to do it to make it negate all of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I don't have that.
go ahead
Yeah,
and
no,
do
I know.
your reflect roll.
Yeah, deflect. I mean,
All right. No damage. Dead. Alive.
oh no.
Let's see. What it has.
I got 2 more hours to kill, so if he wants to shoot me.
I think if he turns to shoot you, it might be an attack of opportunity. So he's just gonna shoot. Now,
He's gonna. Zolghast wants him to shoot him. He's gonna.
is there? Is in this system? Does he have a penalty with his wrist blaster to shoot if he's engaged with you?
I'm pretty sure that if he's adjacent to a melee attacker, he gets a -5 to hit.
Okay.
At anything, not just Krivak. It's like because basically Krivak is pressuring him, like to it's hard to shoot when there's someone so close. You know.
So we'll see. There we go.
Great shot.
What's the chances that with all those blasted, with all those damaged droids getting blown apart and stuff, that maybe a blaster might have landed nearby that I could pick up and fire at that droid?
Okay. It's Skillican.
No.
What are you doing?
What's the chances that when those? Well, I guess I'll just run up and attack it too. I probably do that.
So you can flanking. Is that something in the system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
If you stand right here, you get a flanking bonus when you attack, which gives you a +2 to your attack, I believe.
Pretty sure that if you're flanking, the guy's flat-footed.
Oh, it's flat-footed too? Okay.
I'll do that then with my mace.
Oh, is it flat-footed instead of the bonus in this system?
I think so.
145.
I'm not sure though.
Well, I'm new to the system. I've GM'd a bunch of Pathfinder and organized play, so I know the Pathfinder rules.
No. I just checked the wiki. Yeah, it's a +2. The flanking must have been from some talent that if you flank, you also get.
Okay, so it's just +2. Okay, cool. Yeah, that hits.
Splendidly.
And that you smack it. Its arm was already. It had one arm cut off already. It had a huge gash, and you just smack right inside that big old gash that's smoking from where the lightsaber was with your swoosh, and it just kind of collapses and does a mini explosion.
Uh-oh.
It's Krivak's turn.
Alright, give me a second. I need to check something.
Time, your spread.
Wait, did you skip me?
Quickly into here.
Yeah, I did skip you by accident. No.
Dude, no, I haven't skipped anyone.
Yeah, he's supposed to go before me, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes even before me. I don't.
Like people are having their second turn, and I only had one.
You're just an and you only need one turn.
Who?
Icro only had one turn. Spillikin already had 2. Krivak's about to have its second turn also.
Did I call the wrong name when?
I had clicked it too many times and put Icro at the bottom. So yeah, he should have gone before me because he's a 27 off 21.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. Okay, sorry about that. Go
Oh,
ahead,
don't worry. It happens.
Icro.
Okay.
I wonder if
Okay.
deleting the NPCs might have screwed up the order.
It might have.
Let me just check one thing real quick. Because I need to know the DCs that aren't here. Okay, cool. Can I use move object to slam this droid into this wall?
Yes. That's what the power does.
We'll hold your lightsaber around it, slam you with your lightsaber.
I mean, usually you get things and smash into things, not the guy. Sorry, usually you get things and smash into the guy, not the guy and smash it into things. But that's why I'm asking the DM.
I think if you do that, it would be like a falling object damage.
No, it has the damage according to the DC and effect over here.
Okay. Yeah, if you have something that specifically says the damage, then we'll go with
It's
that.
the move object power. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to just point my hand in his direction, kind of like holding the lightsaber in the other hand, and I'm just going to kind of like not point. Is that yeah, kind of like point with an open palm and just.
Be gone.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a 1.
All right. The droid
That's
feels
one.
himself lifting up, levitating a little bit, and then it like passes, and it's like looking around, looking at its feet. Ah!
Jedi ran out of power.
All right. Then I guess, did you do anything else? Do you have any other moves to do?
I will, since that didn't work and that's my standard action, I'm going to move around to give Krivak a better time.
All right,
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Righty then. Give me a second. I don't know why that didn't go there. 97. Come on. There we go. Sorry, I'm looking up one of my powers. Just want to see how long it takes. Alright, so I am going to use a swift action to do Battle Strike. Let's see what I get. Come on, give me a nice roll. What did I roll? 20. Nice. Which means I use this one. And then I am going to use Unhindered Charge, my lightsaber power. Which basically, it's like I get to move from there to basically there. Or actually, I don't even need to do Unhindered Charge. What am I talking about?
I mean, if we have 10 minutes later, you can just recharge that, but sure.
Yeah, but it really doesn't do anything except allows me to move over low obstacles in difficult terrain, and there's none of that between us, so...
Yeah, just charge him. Then you'll get a +4. 2 for charge, 2 for flanking.
Yeah, so I'll just charge him right there and smack into him with my lightsaber. So that's this one, and I get 4. Hey, come on. Get a +4.
Ah! You slice it in half, and then you come back up and do like a W slicing. So pieces of the droid sergeant just go everywhere.
That's the thing I love about Battle Strike.
That was a crit too. That's why it's a grain.
All right, and combat currently is over. You hear on one of the comms from the droids.
Roger, roger.
And on our way to your position.
Is there any way that...
What's that?
I was gonna say, is there any way that we can like grab that comm or cut it out of the droid without damaging it, so that way we can hear what they're doing?
Yeah, anyone got the mechanic skill?
I do not.
So there's
That mechanic's sick.
there's a droid whose backpack and part of its head still is attached, and that's where you were hearing the comms. So you could carry that along with you. So it's basically like the upper chest, torso of the chassis, neck, and a partial head.
All right, I'm gonna grab the pieces I can get around me, like some of the weapons and stuff, and I'm gonna motion to those two to follow me. And I want to go back into the bar and probably pretty much bribe her with the parts and stuff we got from these droids to let them hide out behind her bar.
What? 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 Get this out of here! You trying to get me killed?
So she don't want like I said, I'm trying to get like so they can hide out.
Get this out! Contraband! I don't want to be anywhere near that. Get out!
Okay, well, will she let them hide out in the back? Because they about Jedi's, or if she had any clothes for them to put on to conceal themselves.
Don't get me killed, please. Please go somewhere else.
Okay, I was saying, does she have any clothing in the back that they can use to conceal their clothing?
You need to ask her in game.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm saying.
So roll your intelligence to try and say what you really want to say. Unless you want to take 10, which would take about 2 minutes to try and say.
I'm gonna speak to her in binary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you speak in binary. She says, hell no. Back in binary, she does not want her bar shut down and herself executed.
Okay.
Please don't involve her.
Does she have any clothing that I could give them?
She does not. Please get away as fast as possible. She does not want anyone reporting that someone tried to give her droid parts.
Well, there's weapons. I want to keep parts. So I want the weapons.
I don't want to get executed. She says she does not want those weapons.
All right, cool. All right, then I'll just put the pocket the weapons and then head back to our apartment, I guess, area. Try to sneak them there.
Role play what you want to do.
Well, Icro's going to be waiting kind of like outside of the bar, waiting for that guy that helped us to come out. As soon as he comes out, he's going to thank him and say, hey, we should get out of here because from what that comms we heard, it's dangerous, so let's get the hell out of here.
You're hearing from that heavy... Who's carrying it? It's like the chest... We'll say it's 5 kilograms. But we are approaching your vector. What is your status? Over.
I understood what he said. Yay!
Freeback will be the one carrying it because I've got enough
I'll say drop
strength.
it. I'll say drop it. Come with me. You need to change clothes.
Oh, in Broken Basic, he says that.
Really
Your
high.
Charger fan not know basic?
This one does not.
I thought basic was a language for every single.
It is if you are, in fact, a Charger-fan.
That's speciest.
Uh,
That's speciest.
I wasn't saying that in character. I was just saying. I was just saying. I thought that every character, like every species, knew basic.
No.
These are hints as to what the Charger fan really is.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna lead it back to our little apartment loft thing we have.
Okay, you guys can pick one of those building areas to be your apartment. And I need to step away for nature calls. I'll be back in a minute or two, but... Go ahead and roleplay with these strangers you guys just took down a bunch of droids with.
You hear No Shade throwing up in the background in the bathroom.
You guys gonna take care of a tornado, nature calls and such. Well,
Which team you with?
what the hell? I can't understand what you're saying, dude.
Which team you with?
Icro's gonna be kind of like relaxed. As soon as he gets the opportunity, he will kind of like sit down on the floor, cross-legged, and go, "Not with the droids."
I see. You strike team?
I really have a hard time understanding you whenever you make that accent.
So he's asking you which team were you with? Were you with the strike team that came?
The only. Oh, okay.
He's saying so. Basically, he's saying he's part of a strike team. He's seeing if you were part of that team or if you're a backup of that team.
Icro just gonna say like, does it matter now? Like, I've been with the strike team, but we got overrun. I was surviving on my own. Now we just, have to make our way out of here.
Oh, that no shade. Don't worry about him. He's sick. No word for anything like that, though.
What is he sick of? Maybe I can help.
Bad smell.
Still no way.
Rotten fish, I think.
In the previous episode, the charter fan spilled some rancid fish oil all over himself, and it triggered some post-traumatic stress in both of the players' lives. The scent just brought them back to a very uncomfortable spot, and they went down one on the condition track.
Yeah, so no shade. He's pretty much stuck in the bathroom throwing up.
Okay.
So if you have an ability to bring someone back up on the condition track by one, that would work.
Yeah, not on the condition tracker. I can restore some HP.
Yeah, it's a condition track hazard.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the previous video to see what happened.
My audio's not working during the first half, but at the end you can hear everything that's happening.
Oh, that's great.
So Krivak will explain that he was actually a part of the defense force prior to the takeover, and that his master was, I'm just going to go with killed on this one. His master was killed, and he's been kind of doing a guerrilla fight ever since.
Oh, you fight with us?
Only if you're Republic.
Yeah, I pull out my gear and stuff like that and show, and also the commando armor I have that I can't wear around town.
So what he shows is Coda's militia army of the Grand Republic. So not sure if you're not a clone, you probably don't really care, but General Coda does have kind of a reputation of distrusting clones, and he wanted to have his own force of non-clones.
With Jedi.
Well,
And then I'm gonna take like 20 to explain it best I can to them in my broken English.
Okay, so he's going to take 20 minutes, fumbling a lot, but to give you a general... So this is going to take 20 minutes. So go ahead and tell them what you want to get across to them. But just imagine he's doing his little squeaks, using the wrong word, and then he uses the correct word. But it's really difficult to understand him.
Really bad. So basically, Spillikin's going to tell them that the mission, try to describe it, and not a lot of detail, but basic details, what they're doing. And right now, they're currently just trying to figure a way to get into that bunker, that building. His ideas was to go through the sewer, but he's trying to get a sewer map. And we have another guy with us. We actually have a couple guys with us. One guy, he got injured. He's being taken care of by a droid. The other guy is off schmoozing it up with an Emodian. And so that's where we're at right now currently. And our mission was to take over the shield, the ion cannon that's on planet. That's the ultimate goal.
All right.
Sounds like we should probably join up. We can probably assist with that.
Icro will still most of the time.
And he will suggest you change your clothes. So if you need some clothes, he can go purchase some clothes for you. Just give him some credits. Or if you have clothing, put it on with your Jedi robes because that's why they found you.
Okay. Someone was looping my feedback, my mic, back to me so I could hear my own voice, which was really weird. But anyway, Icro will kind of like half of the time you were explaining stuff, he wasn't really listening. He was just again kind of like meditating and recuperating his own force and such. Eventually, when Krivak speaks up and says we should join up and such, he's going to go like, I don't mind. If you want to, sure, I'll join you. And when you talk about changing clothes and stuff, he kind of like goes, I don't see anything wrong with my robes. I don't see why I should exchange them.
Then you then continue being harassed by the droids.
That's why he stayed inside most of the time. Basically, he's gonna go, okay, that's no problem.
He has gotten very lucky because it's been a whole week and this is the first incident.
I'm pretty sure he like, but at the way I think it happened in my head, right? Yeah, the DM is the DM. He's gonna say whatever, and it's his prerogative. But I think he would be holed up somewhere, and eventually, 2 or 3 incidents like that would happen where he would get attacked, and then he would just smash the droids and such, and just bring everything in and just.
That's fine.
All right. Well, he's going to reiterate the fact that we're trying to be stealthy in this approach, not so headstrong because we got to get into this building. Unless you're trying to go straight to that building head on.
Are you sticking to the same plan of getting into the municipality building and hopefully finding a computer that's not damaged that someone can access?
Yes, hopefully Nishay will be feeling better by then when we need to access it.
Well, eventually, if you keep pestering him about it, he's just gonna say, "Fine, give me the clothes."
Well, you don't have clothes, so unless you want to wrap a blanket around you, then you need to get some clothes.
But he'll look the same. He'll look like he's got robes, but it's a blanket.
Wrap a blanket around him, so my robes.
Yeah.
I think the best thing, is just kind of wrap their cloaks around them. My character doesn't have any credits to binding clothes.
So the difference is the blanket is just a white thing, and the robes actually have like the Jedi symbol like really big on his back. Like that's the difference.
I thought she's red and his robe's brown.
The robe has like a giant lightsaber on his back or something. Anyway. But Icro has some credits. He can lend you some also, Krivak. He doesn't care much for that thing.
Okay, so then I guess I can go out and go get some clothing, and I guess we'll probably take an hour or something to do that, right, Jeff?
He will ask you how much.
Who's getting the clothing? Is it
Pelican.
Broken Basic?
Yeah, broken basic dude.
I will get it for him. Him correctly.
It'll probably take him about 2 hours to get the
Icro finds that amusing and good because he likes to meditate a lot. So 2 hours to meditate is great. So basically, we'll ask him.
Size too because he's 3 feet tall, so he doesn't know how people are.
So your clothes are probably not going to fit perfectly, but
it'll work.
Well, if he says, I need clothes for Trandoshan and Keldor, then they might be able to have some.
I don't think he's got enough knowledge to know what kind of species you guys are.
Well, that's why we could tell him.
Do I perceive Spillikin to be incompetent like that?
So you can take a 10 and voice your what you
Because
perceive.
all right. So with perception would be
So maybe your
so would be a 14 perception. That's my passive.
so maybe you might think out loud, Spillikin, what languages do you speak?
I don't mean incompetent in kind of like talking basic. Like just like in the general sense of like the way he thinks and such, and kind of like those short falls and such.
So Spillikin looks like he's built more of the smash stuff versus thinking about stuff type of
Somewhere in this house, it's bound to be a pen and paper. I'm just going to write an order up for clothing and give to him. I'll ask him like, how much do you think you want? Sorry, how much do you think you need for buying clothes? And then I'll give him the paper with the written order and say like, here's the order and such.
Yep, that is a good idea. You perceive that's probably the best way to do it. Just write down in basic and tell him to hand it to the salesperson.
Okay, gotcha. Be back.
Okay, so he'll be back in about an hour instead of 2. All right, so you guys just meditating for an hour?
Yeah, my character meditating, regain his powers.
Okay.
I wonder how Krivak meditates because I can already hear the groans and Tirahnn noses from the other room, you know, and such.
He kneels. He doesn't cross-legged or anything like that, but he'll kneel and meditate that way. Of the gosh, I can't remember it. Of the Great Hunter or the.
Someone put up the elevator music for the time passage.
Okay, you want some music?
Well, it's
No,
are we gonna fast forward time in, or unless they want to do anything significant?
So, yeah. So, what do you guys want to do? I know you want to hit a municipality ability. Just let me know what you want to do, and I'll.
I think the best, since there's no windows or anything actually to get in other than the front door, I still think that still thinks that there's possibly that with the working crews and stuff like that, there's got to be an underground some kind of passage, and possibly maybe we can go through the sewers to find it. That's the route I want to go. I think is the best way to go because I can't see any other route that would work other than go straight through the front entrance.
So, quick question for my perception check earlier. What did I notice about anything about the municipality building? And
It was damaged heavily. Infrastructure looks like it's not completely stable. Pieces of the building are still falling down. Apparently, one of the Vulture droids crashed into it and caused a lot of structural damage before blowing up. But apparently the droids didn't care because you've seen a bunch of the battle droids go in there and pulling out electronics from the building, computer consoles and data pads. So I guess if it's safe enough for them to come in, it's safe enough for anyone else. But you did notice that their numbers were smaller coming out than that went in.
So when Spillikin comes back, I will mention that to him and basically state, hey, I think that there might be a way to get from the municipality building to the ion cannon for this reason, and I'll state the rumors of the general or the separatist.
I think you're getting.
We know that already.
I think you're getting the municipality building confused with the security / police building.
Yeah, the police building. Yeah. And he says the municipality's building was the library.
Yeah, he's looking for blueprints of the sewer system to see if they can come in through a back door.
Yeah, so you have a better streetwise or whatever you call it in this thing to look for it, you could probably try to do that.
Gather information.
Yeah, because I'm not good at gathering that information.
But I
Neither am I.
yeah, I built the map. I have the map ready if you want to go to the municipality.
I want to go through the sewers and stuff. Like I think that's the only way underground. Because if they are going to and from the ion cannon, then they gotta be going underground.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the best way personally would be go to the municipality building, see if we can't find a data pad.
Yep, yeah, you can try to do that. Cause I had no luck with gathering information with that.
So, if you go ahead and click on your token, you can right click and say copy. And let me know when you guys are ready, and I can move you to the municipality building map.
Oh, so there was a sewer passage.
There's sewers everywhere.
I'm
Silicon was to find some blueprints so that they can take the correct way to get to the security/police building where they think that Zohan's turned into a bunker.
Can we draw an informative map by actually just mapping it like from where we're going to enter the sewer to where it's at, and then I guess trying to get an idea, maybe even if we can find a compass or something like that work underground.
So you want to skip the municipality building and hope you get lucky going through the maze of the sewage system?
I'd say they can go to the municipality building while I try to scrounge up making a map of that by walking around and like viewing the area, and then I guess meet back and see what we come up with in an hour or two.
It's going to be real boring from a player perspective if we split the party.
Yeah. Oh, what do y'all want to do?
Well, I just think that we might be able to find a blueprint in the municipality building.
All right, we can.
Or the sewers.
We can head there. You all got your clothes on?
Yes. Oh, my character will put on the extra clothes and hide his lightsaber within them someplace.
Who's got good stealth skills? I want someone holding on my rifle.
No stealth skills.
0.
Did any of those blasters, like blaster pistols or anything that was a little bit smaller than a regular rifle?
They're carbines.
Is that smaller? I don't know.
No, carbines are like rifles. They're like
Although usually carbines are a little smaller than full auto rifles, but not much smaller.
Yeah, I got the one that breaks down that but it's like it's smaller, but it's not that small because like I said, my character's only 3 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, you could use one of the droids carbine.
Now it'll be smaller. I could probably hide it easier.
So remember what stormtroopers carried? Same thing. The same thing that the B1s carry. They're just newer versions.
Okay, I mean if it's small enough, I can justify hiding it because I got pretty good stealth. I just can't justify hiding a rifle that's the same size as my character.
So the blaster carbine does 3d8. It has auto fire capabilities.
Okay, cool. I'll switch out for my blaster rifle then.
All right, you guys going to municipality building?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So bottom left corner. Make sure to copy your token.
That's the MO, right?
What's DM roll?
MO, main objective.
For some reason, it wouldn't let me right click and copy.
Okay, you could if you. Here, I'll. Okay, who needs their character moved over?
I can just drag it off my thing.
Yeah, you can drag it off. All right, and the far left over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, it's a green.
That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
So, you guys. So that could be blood or oil or who knows. So the building, the doors have been blasted off. I'm assuming Spillikin, with his stealth, kind of scouted the way and gave you hand signals to run in between the different patrols. So you guys finally made your way through the busted doors. And inside this building, it looks like it's taken a lot of damage. You see blaster bolts everywhere. Sparks are still coming from the ceiling. Looks like a couple of the floors collapsed in. There's holes on the floor that look like they go further down. Pipes explode, or pipes expose, wires expose. Some hazards. Looks like you don't step carefully. You could get a shock from some of the live wires. But it's dark in here, so I think everyone in this particular party can see in low light or dark vision. So you guys can see, but you know it's the lights are off, and the light that you are seeing is generally from small little fires or sparks coming from live wires.
Until we turn the lightsabers on.
That's true.
I think so. I think that my character will automatically ignite it as soon as we step inside, so that way I have my lightsaber.
But you do have dark vision, right?
Yes, I do. I'm not. He's not doing it to for the light source. He's doing it to have it out and be ready just in case they see droids, because it'd be better to attack first and ask questions later type thing.
Maybe in contrast to that, I would like to not do that, so I couldn't like become a target immediately, because it's someone can see like way far out that you have a lightsaber on. And if I remain kind of like in the shadow or in the darkness, maybe it's better that way. My stealth isn't that high, but you know, I can try at least.
That's why I'd probably suggest let Spiller can go first, and he can come back and get y'all, tell you where everything's at.
Yeah, without the lightsabers, you guys have concealment from the darkness to anything that can't see dark vision, or at least a 20% mischance for low light vision.
Yeah. Do I need to roll stealth or anything? Can I try to be stealthy?
You can roll stealth, or you can take 10 if you want. I love this system. You can take 10 a lot.
That's true. I'm feeling
See how well what happens when I roll.
I'm feeling a little gambly right now. So
see, it's better if I roll. No taking 10 for me. It's better if I roll.
Yeah, I didn't took 10 either, and I succeeded this time. The gamble paid off.
Okay, so it looks pretty damaged. It looks like there's walls with wires that may have had a computer console at one point, but now you can see the dust and stuff that's been removed from the walls.
Is that light source still there, or is it just for us?
Yeah, that light source is actually from live wires. So you see a lot of sparks and stuff coming from.
Okay, so it's not a constant light; it's a flicker and stuff.
Yeah, it's like flicker electricity. If you touch it, you're probably going to take some electric damage.
So don't.
And unless you're a droid and you like electricity.
Yeah, but who would like that? That's just strange.
So, if you guys find a data pad, who's got use computer?
Let me not it.
We can always take the data pads and kind of hide them on our person to go back to whoever has used computer to check them out.
Okay. So anything that looks like electronics you want to start grabbing.
Is this door blocked or?
Nope. Pretty much all the doors are open unless it doesn't look open.
Kind of search through, so you want us to roll perception checks?
Yeah, you can do that, or take 10 if you want to speed things up. All right, where are you looking? We're doing what you see is what you get, so point to a spot on the map and let me know what your perception's going towards.
So Krivak will step into this room and kind of just look to see what all's throughout in there.
Okay, so you see what looks like a space vacuum cleaner, bunch of trash bags, trash containers, paper towels, toilet paper. You're getting the feeling you might be in a janitorial closet.
All right, he'll step back out and continue on.
Is this a train I can't get past, or I got to climb over it or around it?
So it's difficult terrain. Where are you at? Yes, so that's low objects. So you can use it as cover. You can also try and climb on it, but they look like boxes and crates that might have stuff in them.
I'm gonna look in them right now after I get on the other side of them.
Okay.
Look around.
What's Ikro? Are you looking in this area?
Yeah, just looking around.
All right. You see a lot of papers, filing cabinets. You see some thumps. I forget what they call them. Mem sticks. You see a bunch of mem sticks lying around. Stuff scattered. You see some busted data pads with the screens broken. Look like they were walked on. You see some parts for some of the computer consoles. You what did you? I'm getting confused with the name. So, what's your name on disc on Roll20 for Ikro?
Vincius S.
Okay. All right. So you haven't rolled yet, but Demarian's rolled for perception and Elon White. Okay. I don't. Yeah, MIM 6 are like thumb drives.
Okay. So should I roll perception?
If you want to come across something that might be valuable.
What did I find?
So opening these boxes up, you found a bunch of visitor passes. You found a petty cash drawer, and you found 50 credits. And then you found some of these boxes are kind of empty, but you found some visitor passes and some credits. It looks like maybe and a lost ID. Someone left their ID behind when they were checking out something.
Okay. And I was in the boxes then. What's the visitor passes? What's those?
They just say Tirahnn municipality building
Visitor passes. Visitor passes. Gotcha.
Yeah. They're just a plast foil. I'm not sure. Like in our world, it's like plastic, but they call it plastine or some other Star Warsy name to something that's similar to a plastoid card.
Okay, that's fine. And so this room's empty then. Nothing other than stuff.
Yeah. And Ikra, you found a bunch of electronic parts in the room where you're in, but without. Do you have knowledge technology to make heads or tails of what you found?
Let's see. I kind of do.
Okay, roll it.
I mean, I said I kind of do after I rolled, so that's why.
Oh, okay. So it looks like you were in the an office / spare parts area. It looks like you found some droid limbs. You found what looks like older model computers. that have their cases removed and maybe some of the hard drives swapped out. You found a couple bins with multiple hard drives with some, I guess, what you would think are memory cards for making the computers to work. So a bunch of random stuff, some interface keyboards, some screens like that. But it just by the layout of it, it looks kind of like a storage area where people were just putting broken or old computer consoles and stuff. It doesn't look like it was of much use to the droids that came through and ransacked the place. So it's just stuff they didn't think was of any value. You guys do see this battle droid over here. It looks like some debris fell from the ceiling and crushed its head. But the rest of its body looks like it's intact. The head is like underneath this big old crate that looks like it fell from the floor above.
Let's go inspect it.
I just described it.
Oh, I can see if anything on it that's important. It could be.
Laser carbine, remote processor, backpack comm.
Can I pull that carbine?
Yeah, you can take the carbine if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna use move light object so it can come to me.
Okay.
Lazy.
Yes. I'm a space wizard. I'm not just a typical wizard, I'm a wizard from space.
All right.
Is this actually a hole in the floor?
Yes. And it's a very treacherous hole. As you look down there, you see lots of sharp, pointy pieces of the building structure, glass, sharp metal debris, and Durasteel rebar bars sticking out of the Duracrete parts of the building. Looks like it would be painful, and you might need a space tetanus shot if you get cut.
There's a Krivak will follow Spillikin over the debris here and look to see what else is over here.
Looks like some elevator shafts. Or turbo lift shafts, my bad.
Do they appear to be operational? And is
There's
is this the lowest floor or is this the upper floor?
This is the first floor, yeah. They do not appear to have power. And that's a door. There's another door. Those doors are closed.
Oh, I see something up ahead.
Yep. It looks like another droid that a pipe fell on it, crushing its chest, and the debris and ceiling debris pipes have collapsed on it. So its chest is broken, but its head's intact.
A lot of droids being crushed by stuff.
Yep. Looks like pieces of the building.
Is this like a minigun or something?
It looks like a pipe with mechanical parts to it. So maybe it's part of the air cooling system.
Is this another closed door?
Yeah, do you want it open?
Not first, no. I'm just gonna make a note of it.
So that other door that was closed, so could I have opened it or is it locked?
You can. You might just have to do a strength check because there's no power.
Okay.
And roll your strength.
Not very strong.
You're struggling and you can't quite get it.
Yeah, I probably just need a better grip.
Sure, sure.
Then you push really hard, and instead of sliding it open, you push it down and it falls on the ground.
No, he has a strength of 16. He just did a bad roll.
You're just trying to slide it open, and then you pushed it. It fell down.
Another closed door here.
These computers, they're off, right?
Okay, so when you go, where are you? In this room? Yeah, so a lot of these computers are off. They also look like they've had parts removed, such as the data storage area. You see the frame and wires exposed, like something used to be attached to that below the computer.
Is there any like notes, like sticky notes or something like someone would have left on there?
You can do a perception roll. I'm looking for good perception rolls. Does someone open this door?
Yeah, my character will.
Oh, okay. So in this room, Dio finds an intact data pad hidden in underneath. See one of these dressers here? It was taped.
Yep.
It was taped to the bottom of one of the dressers.
I crowed low. Find stuff. Interesting.
So it's a data pad.
I will take it. I will not activate it. I will not look at it. I'll just take it for the moment.
Okay. And Demarion, you find a filing cabinet behind you. And it says Parks, Water, and Sewage Disposal. It looks like you found the paper copies of the sewage area.
He silently jumps up in the air and screams, "Whoo!"
I think if you can find the blueprints that you're looking for.
Okay, that's all. Grab the blueprints.
Did Krevax want this door open?
Yes, please.
All right. Are you gonna? Did you strength? Yes, you did. Okay, you opened it easily.
I can roll another strength because that was for the earlier one, which is right here.
Oh, okay.
You're a space wizard. Just wizard it.
Yeah, you might want to wizard it.
I don't know if it would be considered a light object, so ignite the lightsaber, and I'm going to cut a hole in it big enough for me.
That works. So you spend about
So uncivilized.
Spends about 2-3 minutes to cut the hole through it.
At this point, Icro has already searched. He's just looking at Krivak. Like,
All right.
10 feet away, he's just looking at him do this.
So you see some droids that have blasters in their chest. So it looks like their power supply was blown up, and maybe some of their locomotive systems damaged. Looks like a astromech here and a bipedal droid that's not a battle droid.
Any things that could be salvaged from them? Any parts?
Well, if someone had the mechanic skill, someone might be able to figure out how to repair them or what they need. But seeing how no one's trained in mechanics, they just look like broken droids.
Okay.
Almost should have played a technician.
You know, the guy that lost his arm today because he didn't show up, the bird one, had some ranks in mechanics and use computers. Hey, you're not supposed to squeeze through that window. That's a window. You're not supposed to have gone through it.
He's really small, so...
The window.
But it's still a window. He's got to break it or something. It's
Okay, is it? If it's small enough for me to get through, I'll break through and go through it.
Yeah, you can break it if you want.
Am I small enough to fit through it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look down. Is it like how far off from the ground is it? Like
It looks like the smelting I mean, you can look through there. You see a bunch of junk. You see a compactor and a smelting area. This is like maybe where they dispose of stuff.
Okay, maybe they try to give her something that might be important.
All right, you break through
How
and
far from the ground like is the drop? So if I go in there and drop down, am I drop plummeting pretty far, or is it just like small?
so this looks like one of those 10-inch by 10-inch square window. So it's probably about 5 feet from the ground.
Oh, not too far.
Also, I have a utility belt with synth rope and a grappling hook, so we could easily take it down so that you climb down the rope instead of having to drop.
Oh, that's only
Yeah, so-
it's only a 2-foot drop for my character.
So it's like a DC 5 climbs with the rope.
Okay. Yeah, well, I need to get back up because it's going to be too high for me to get. We can
Exactly the other reason.
Yeah, so I'm going to break the window. Do I need to roll for that, or?
How are you going to break it? Are you going to shoot it out? Are you going to hit it with your mace?
My mace.
All right, then roll.
I'm gonna say very mean things to it. It's gonna get shattered.
You're gonna hurt its feelings until it shatters.
Nothing happens. Okay. You hit it really hard. You feel the wall kind of vibrate. Stuff from the ceiling starts falling down. Some bolts, some other stuff falls down, and you make a little dent in the window, like a little chip at where you hit it.
Oh, so it's one of those kind of glasses. Okay.
Well, it's an object, so it's got a damage reduction, and with a 6 damage, you barely pass the damage reduction.
I'm going to look at Spilikin, then look back at Grivax, and go, maybe you should be more suited for this.
I'm gonna try it again.
All right, you hit in the same spot. You hear in the distance more stuff, heavier. Sounds like it's falling from the ceiling as he's hitting the wall, and the wall's shaking, and the building structure starts to have a low rumble as he's hitting it hard, and the wall visibly is shaking, and some pieces of the ceiling, some ceiling tile falls down in the room where you're at and lands on the consoles next to you, but the chip looks a little bigger.
I think I'm gonna stop if the building's gonna crumble from that little bit.
And at this point, like after the first comment, he was ignored. Icarus not gonna say anything. He's just gonna go out. He's just gonna leave the room until before it all comes down on him.
Yeah, at this point though, my character will step up and again ignite his lightsaber and cut the nice little window out of the thing, since it won't damage the wall.
All right, you cut the window out without ease. Now, how are you gonna just push the window? So it's like it's about 6 inches thick. Are you gonna push it through and let it fall on the ground, or try and pull it somehow?
No. So as soon as I'm getting to the very end, so like I'll basically do the cut with one hand instead of with two, and then as I finish the cut, I'm going to use move light object and pull it this way and place it over here.
Okay. You do that,
wizard.
And you don't cause any shakiness, and the building doesn't seem to have a negative reaction. All right. So the window is removed.
Icarus still out, by the way.
Who has the tether?
So you heard his lightsaber ignite, but you did not feel the building shake after his lightsaber ignited. And
Yep, still out.
So Greyback has it, and he's basically take out the synth rope with the grappling hook on it. It's like what Luke used when he swung across that pit in the Death Star. It's just a synth rope with grappling hooks, so you could grab it and put it down, and then when you're ready to come back up, I can pull you back up.
Okay. Uh-oh, Echo's separating from the group.
He's just looking around.
Yeah, there's all kinds of junk.
Okay, I'll lower myself in gently.
This is a closed door, right?
Yeah.
And can I see anything beyond that door, or there's like rubble and stuff?
You can just move it.
I'm gonna lightly lower myself. When I get to the floor, I'm gonna lightly touch with my foot, slowly put my weight to see if the building reacts differently or anything.
So there's a bunch of papers, ash, junk on the floor. It looks really bad. Kind of like a hoarder's room that was trash, but you get the feeling it may have been organized before all the damage to the building happened. Because now it looks like stuff fell off the walls. Shelves look like they've been knocked over. So yeah. And it doesn't really bother you, but you guys are starting to smell some pretty rancid stuff from there. So you're getting the idea that that's probably their disposal area. And it's moldy smell, maybe some rotted food that's really far into the decomposition process, and maybe some dead rodents. So it's kind of a nappy smell.
Right. That's good. That's great. Icro was just kind of like moving along back again, kind of like since the building hasn't come down in the last 5 minutes, he's gonna come to this room again. And he approaches, and he was already kind of like, Krivak, there's also two other doors that we need to explore over there. They are closed and such. And then he smells it, and he takes a step back and goes like, I'm gonna be waiting outside.
Alright, I'll come back up since nothing seems of worth here. It seems like they trashed the place or whatever.
You could always do a perception check. Who knows what you find?
Let me do my perception. I've had a good perception check so far, so it's probably going to be the worst one yet.
And then he natural 20s.
Right.
Or natural ones.
No, shut up.
Hey, 24, not bad.
You find a computer. What do you call it? A portable computer. I forget what they're called, but they're in the equipment.
Notebooks?
They're say what?
Notebook? It's a portable computer.
A laptop.
Yeah. Well, I think it actually inside the equipment section of the book, it says something about a portable computer. It weighs less, so it doesn't weigh as much. But
Give me a sec. I've got that pulled up. I can just
yeah, it's kind of like
So
Yeah.
as I'm about to climb up, I'm like, there's nothing in here. I turn around and look. Oh, what's that?
so.
Yeah.
It looks
Portable
like it could be a
computer.
value.
I will snatch it up and then I will put it in my bag and then I will descend back up the rope since I see nothing else of value in here.
Okay. I need to step away for about 2 minutes to use the restroom again.
All right.
All right.
So yes, I will help you back up.
Yes, it's literally called portable computer according to the PHP.
Yeah.
We got plenty of stuff for No Shade to roll when he gets back.
Yep.
All right. Then he'll point out the laptop, the portable computer he found. Maybe this. Oh. And then he'll also show the map of the sewers. I found a suit map.
You will see a hand coming like, because the door, I assume the doors are transparent, so kind of like on this side you're gonna hear a voice and see a hand raising a data pad. I also found this.
Nice. Good idea. Come here.
Sorry, what?
Like,
Good idea. Here, come here.
All right, so I'm back. So you guys can hear the sound of the wind. You can hear stuff rumbling around, like maybe some bird type creatures are in the rafters or up above you, and little pebbles and stuff are trickling down.
No, Shay, I thought you weren't feeling well. Joking.
What, did someone come? Oh.
No, he said Burke. He's just like, oh no, Shay, he must be feeling well now.
Oh, I thought he joined.
That would be nice. So he can get his arm back.
So have you looked through some of those blueprints you found?
Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, we can look through them if one looks at them. I figure probably just to like gather everything up and look at it, and like when we're not in an area that looks like it's about to crumble.
Yeah, I would agree going back to the apartment and taking a look at stuff.
Okay, and I'll pretty much ask in my broken English, is there anything else in here of worth to check?
Yes.
Or back.
Yes.
I'm sure there is. How much time you want to spend in here?
I mean, there's no one waiting for us at the apartment.
How many sessions do y'all want to spend looking in this place?
Well, we could finish up with this because Icro said that there's a couple of places that we should check still. So why don't we go ahead and finish checking that, and then
There's a door over here apparently, and there's a door over here apparently.
This is actually a wall right here, but there's a door here.
Come on, DM. You said that was a door.
No, you said over here.
No. I said in both cases actually. I asked twice.
You locked my character in.
I
Don't fool me like
apologize.
that. Don't
There's a
fool me like
door.
that.
And there's a door.
You can't do that to me, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Finish.
I'm moving the
open it.
doors over, and they leave a shadow, so it's a little
So
deceptive.
there's a door in this room?
Oh,
All right.
nice.
You said there's a door somewhere in this room?
They've already opening it.
Oh, is that like a lounge chair or what is that?
Yeah, so you did notice there was a large manhole covering in that room that might lead to the sewers when you were in that smelly room. Spillikin.
Oh, okay. Doubt they want to go there. I'll mention that to them though.
Well, I'm like, instead of trying to sneak around, you've already got a part where you don't see any enemies, so it just might. I just throw that out there.
But they can't get through there though, can they? You said the hole's too small.
Through the window.
Okay,
But
well, I will point back to
it's
where.
probably a door.
Yeah, I'll tell them. I have a map. We can go this way.
Right. There's anything over here in this section, like galley and cooler?
Yeah, you can look. It smells really well. Actually, it doesn't smell. You see some large freezer doors.
It didn't smell. Then Spillikin entered the room.
Hey, I took a shower.
Well, you are starting to get something that smells. As you get closer to the freezer doors, it gets a little stronger, but the doors are shut, so it's probably doing a good job of keeping the smell inside.
Until I open it.
I'm going to turn to Spillikin once again and ask, do you want to go in?
Okay. Stand back.
He's kind of like gonna raise one eyebrow, the left one, and he's gonna stand back and just kind of like in the light try to wait and see what's gonna happen.
And I will open the door.
Okay, so how far? Okay, the freezer doors are right here, so you can get in there.
Okay, I open them. I find dead bodies, right?
All right, Icaro, what is your fort defense?
My 42 defense is a 13, and I'm 20 feet away.
I'll subtract 5 from there. So, does 13 beat it?
Subtracting 5? No.
Okay. You are on the edge of almost vomiting. It smells like a lot of rotted food. Like the power's been off for a long time. But it's really, really bad.
Cool. I will take a step over here and close the door again.
I found dinner.
Don't tell me that you actually eat boiled food.
I don't know.
I'll close the door again and then come back out.
So is there anything of note in the mess hall? Because I didn't go into the galley.
I'm hungry. I found food.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say there is like food stuff, trays, debris fell from the ceilings, tile, stuff like that. Some of the trash cans are really rancid. It looks like the occupation took place before garbage day and before the janitor crew empty out the trash. So the trash is pretty nasty. You see space maggots on and a bunch of flies. There's a lot of flies. Space flies.
Alrighty then.
And there's also bears, space bears, and there's also space
bears.
I should get some of these for O'Shea. He might like them. O'Shea eats maggots, right?
When Spillikin came out and said he found food, Icro just kind of chuckle and still holding a little bit his breath so he don't vomit. Go, no thanks.
More for me.
So, did you roll in the cafeteria to find something?
Yeah, I rolled.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, 26. You got it.
You found a dead body that looks like debris fell on them. But luckily for you, it only collapsed on the top half, and their wallet is still intact, albeit it's soaked in weak old sticky blood and bile. But you know, you're like, I have like no money. Oh, it can't hurt. He's dead anyways, right? So you open up the wallet, you find 200 credits.
Yay, I've got some money. How much did it cost for?
He can't pay me back for the clothes.
Yeah, right.
No, and Spillikin was directed to a trash can. So the clothes are probably free.
Yeah, they were. No, wait, he made sure they had to be fit because I had to give them to someone, remember?
He gave him instructions, and they just...
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
I want to collect some of the maggots for No Shea since he's not feeling well. Maybe I help feel better.
So, you find...
those boxes or something like that. I find the mess hall to keep...
So, inside the trash can, it looks like oatmeal, but black oatmeal. Very liquidy. And the maggots are just kind of floating and swimming around there. And there's all kinds of flies. It's swarming with flies.
I'm gonna scoop them up with a spoon, so I'll have to touch it.
Okay, so
in a container and save for no
you find a thermos. You put it in a thermos. Is anyone near him when he's doing this? Because this is gut-wrenching. I'm gonna have to make a...
No.
I'm very far away, thank you.
Alright.
I was not about that shit.
If you get near Spillikin while he has the thermos on him, the thermos does cover up the smell, but it's smelly. People will notice Spillikin if he's trying to be stealthy. They're gonna smell.
Micro is kind of like over here walking, and he's just going to look back, see if everyone's following, so we can get the hell out. Because for him, it's already over. There's nothing else to look at. And then he's going to look back and see Spillikin kind of on this angle over here, and he's going to point out to Krivak, what the hell is that guy doing?
So there is kind of a sewer grate entrance on this floor if you guys want to jump to the sewer spot.
Yes.
Don't we have to go pick up the guy that's sick and have him look at datapad and other stuff?
So
let's go to the sewers and check it out.
He's not here this session, so...
Oh yeah, but you could say, hey, that's what he would have found, you know?
Okay, so if you
roll
want,
for him, yeah.
if you want, you can give the stuff to Spillikin, and Spillikin can drop it off at the apartment or
Yeah,
hotel room.
I can take it back to him real quick, and y'all can hang out here.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
So fast forward an hour. All right. He comes back. He's dropped off all the stuff of value you don't want to carry into the sewers.
No Shay was very appreciative of his gift, wasn't he?
No Shay went down another track on the condition track and lost whatever lunch he had.
Why you do this to the guy?
He's not
here today, and he didn't tell us.
I have a charisma. He doesn't know.
He didn't tell us that he wasn't going to join until the game had already started. So
I know, but still.
Birds like worms, right? He's a bird.
Why you gotta be an asshole? You know? Anyway, moving on.
All right. So up here is a storm grate.
That means going to just be out for the rest of the session. Definitely.
It doesn't take much. You can sleep it off. It's just a condition on the condition track.
Oh, you mean like on this side?
Yeah, in that room that he
That room I
entered.
was in, yeah.
Is there anything on this desk over here, for any chance?
Yeah, the papers, the drawers look like they were ripped out.
Do they have any like masks and stuff in there? On there, like I'm pretty sure someone has to go in there and clean out. So I would assume they have some kind of biohazard mask for that smell for them.
You know, maybe. Give me a perception roll, someone.
Give perception rolls. Perception.
Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so whoever found a 20 found an actual what do you call it? A respirator mask. So it's actually filtering out some of the smell. Whoever rolled the 15 found
A mask. A mask.
found a paper mask. You know, the same type of ones that they require you to wear, but actually have no effect on the coronavirus whatsoever. But, you know, it's a mask, so...
Technically, I'm also always using a mask with filters on, because Keldor.
Okay,
Because
cool.
Keldor, so...
That's right. The Keldor is not affected by smell.
Oh, so he wouldn't have been worried about me in that fridge.
But he could put the paper mask on over top of it as a way to show his support for the...
I mean,
Just go get flagged. This YouTube is.
what I do think is like the mask is just said an antiox mask, so I don't know, like it's up to the DM to say, hey, you don't smell anything, or you do smell stuff, especially strong smell. But you know,
I'm thinking your mask works like a gas mask respirator mask that filters oxygen and converts it into methane. So I would say you probably have a switch that could synthesize smells. But it's up to you. It's your mask, your character.
Methane smells pretty bad anyway, so I don't think it's.
I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of smelling bad stuff all the time. So I'm just gonna say that.
Just put your mask on your mask.
Yeah, methane smells good to your character. So that's true. You breathe methane. So a lot of this decomposition smell probably smells like cherry flavor.
Smells like air. Like home.
Smells like air.
Yeah, it reminds you of your home. You actually like the decomposition smell. And you know, any other
weird.
greenhouse gas.
You're probably jealous that I gave the worms to Noche and not you.
You know, you could probably actually breathe normally without your mask if you shut yourself inside of that freezer.
That sounds weird, but all right.
All right, let's go down the sewer then.
All right, so you want to take off the sewer grate?
Yes, I want to take off the sewer grate.
Don't fall! All right, you threw the sewer grate behind, and there's a little manhole with the stairs.
Taking the stairs.
All right, and I'll move you over.
I made sure I used space tizer, after touching the maggots and stuff, because it helps
Yeah.
spread disease.
There is no space sanitizer, but they do have a functioning those little hand air dryers. They got one of those, and it's running on a power pack, so you can actually blow your germs all over the place.
There was no shade. After that, I used the space sanitizer afterwards.
There we go. Moving to the sewers. Upper left. Paste your characters. All right. Although you are not in combat, I need you guys to move in a turn order within your movement, and then I can tell you if any environmental hazards trigger.
My character's stuck again.
Sorry. All right. So this is where you came down, and you found this little area in the wall. Let me update the ambiance to the sewer ambiance. I know I downloaded it. Here we go. Let's see if this sounds like sewers.
So y'all remember that scene from Lord of the Rings when Gimli's trying to catch up to the elf guy? He's super slow. That's Spillikin right there. He has half the movement of you guys.
The elf guy?
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean Legolas?
Legolas. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
How the fuck do you call Legolas the elf guy?
Let's avoid language.
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear myself. What happened?
Oh.
I was being lazy and wanted to think of the name.
God damn, man.
Hey. Streaming, guys, remember.
Okay.
We'll go to the map and try to pinpoint where we're at and where we need to go.
Okay, can you hear me now? Yep. Okay.
Yep,
Yes, we can.
And I want to pinpoint where we're at from municipalities. And
So let me describe. Okay, so this is some nappy green sewage water. This is not the sanitary sewage water. This is the bathroom sewage waters. There is a small ledge you guys are currently on now. But it looks like to get to the areas on the map, the blueprints, you will have to go through this water that is got a kind of strong current to it, going off to the left and going down. So that gives you an idea. It is a sewer, so it could be dangerous. So any skill checks you want to make, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go by your passive perception.
Can one of y'all space wizard me across?
Do you count as a light object?
No.
I'm not.
What's your strength?
That's 16, but I'm 3.5 feet tall.
But you're heavy.
Oh.
I mean, a guy can be strong and be light.
But that's assuming the guy is made of bones and organs.
That is.
He isn't?
You could try your power and find out that he's a lot heavier than he looks.
All right, so we'd have to go through the waters then, right?
Yep, and feel free to let me know if anyone wants to
Could I jump
perceive.
it? Can we try to jump it?
You can. There's a chart on jump skill that says what the DCs are to get a certain amount of feet.
And what is the what am I thinking? Like that rope thing, the synth rope, could he like shoot it off the wall and swing across, or?
He probably could. I'm thinking that would require some athletics check.
I mean, you guys could probably use space flying, or whatever else you get across.
Whoever rolled the
That's actually a power.
whoever rolled the 16 perception, it you see the water moving, and you think there might be some organic creatures maybe swimming in it, and you definitely hear some frog-like creatures, and you've seen a couple as you're looking around on the sides. They look almost like what we would think rats are, but they're these weird space frog things that seem to eat anything.
I'm going to try to sense their presence within the force.
Okay, does that work the closer you are or further away? Does it make it more difficult?
I don't think it makes a difference.
Okay, because I know in the FFG game, the sense was within a short range, and then the DC got higher if you did medium or long or extreme. So I didn't know that.
I would guess that it gets easier as you get closer, but I'm not really sure.
Is that for all organics, or what is that sense?
Sense surroundings, and basically it tells if there's people or force users or things like that around.
So I'm saying, so does it sense mechanical, or is it only sense organics?
Only sense organics. All.
Do they have to have an intelligence above 2?
On that one, I'm not sure.
Okay. There are Gizkas. You see some Gizkas.
What's that?
They look like frogs with a hard bony face, with just the legs, and they eat anything, including electronics, and they're really hard to contain because they seem to eat out of their own cages, but they're found almost everywhere in the galaxy.
So, space piranhas.
More like rats, space rats, but they look more like frogs than rats.
Interesting.
Alright, so...
Because rats eat anything.
With that, can I use telepathy to try to tell them to go away?
So, is telepathy a mind-affecting ability?
I think so, but also it's not forceful necessarily. I posted on chat if you want to take a look.
Yeah, if it has the mind-affecting ability, it does not work on...
It's not a force power. It's not a force power. It's just a use the force check thing. The skill provides that. You can use the skill to do that.
It's kind of a byproduct.
They posted it. I'm reading it. So he's trying to pretty much coerce them to leave. It would be fortuitous to them to not stick around or engage us.
All right. Which power is that? That's telepathy?
It's just use the force check.
It's part of the skill itself.
Yeah.
There's a telepathy skill? Or is that a force power?
No, that isn't a force power. It's a part of the use the force skill.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. That'll help. I got that. Use the force. Okay, the target must have an intelligence score of 2 or higher. Okay. You're lucky. They do have a 2.
Cool.
Right. So basically, you're saying not food to these little Giscus.
All right.
So, all right, go ahead. So the map says southeast. So this is like north, south, east, west. North is top, south on the bottom. So
So where's the initiative thingy?
we don't need one. You guys can pick what order. You're not in combat, but just so I know the path you're going on the map, so I see if you trigger any environmental hazards.
All right, I'm gonna follow the map that I have for the blueprint. So whichever way that goes.
South, east.
Southeast. That's where we're going in.
I'll follow Silicon on that one. Yeah.
I guess-
I'll follow last, kind of like looking over the back end.
All right. So, are you gonna try and jump across, or are you just gonna go through the water?
I think it'd be easier to jump right down here because that looks like that is more or less of a gap to try to jump in what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Do what you want to do. Just show on the map. So,
So how? What's the to jump? Just jump, right?
all right. So you want to jump 10 feet. 2 spaces. So, okay. You want to jump 4 meters, basically. So roll your jump. Oh, you easily cleared it.
Yay!
All right. Next up. Are you going to move out of the way?
I am.
I'm not sure. Hey, actually.
Yep. You jump, and you make it pretty easily. Not as easily as Pelican, but... Are you going to move out of the way?
Yeah.
You go catch him in case he falls. I'm gonna stand by just in case he tries to fall to try to catch him.
You can assist with the... if you roll a 10 or higher on the same skill check, it gives the person you're assisting a +2.
Okay, I will do that if Icaro needs it. Icaro, do you need it?
Possibly. Let's see.
Okay, roll your skill. Oh, you did not quite do the 10. Oh,
No, that's me.
that's you. Okay. 10. You jump
That too.
and you splash in the water right here.
Great.
But I rolled a jump to assist him.
It gave him only a +2, and that doesn't beat the DC.
Oh, I thought the DC was 10. My bad.
Nope. Yep. He just barely got it. His feet touched the edge and he fell in.
Awesome. I will climb up.
Okay.
Great. Fantastic.
All right, so it's to the east your map points to.
Krivak, I'm on the back, so you move, then I move.
Sorry.
And then we gotta jump across the next one.
Or you can just walk right through the water. The water's about 4 feet high over here.
Yeah, that's
And
taller.
it also looks like it curves around too.
I'm gonna take a 10 to jump across it.
Okay, so he's going to spend about 2 minutes to jump. 2 minutes is what I said. Yeah, 2.
It'll kind of just jump from right there.
That gives me a 19 to make it.
That does it.
So I guess following him, I will continue to follow behind him.
Someone fell in the water.
Splash!
Oh,
Yeah, that would be me.
The lizard fell in the sewer. Oh darn.
Oh darn!
So, do you have... Everyone's wearing a gas mask, all right? Or
Yeah, I'm wearing that mask that I found.
all right. I'm putting this icon on you, so if you encounter anyone that does smell, you stink.
Let's go visit Noche, see how he's doing.
So both of you has Spilkin been the only one that hasn't fallen into the crap water?
He is.
Okay, so you both have the stinky smell icon.
the thing for the running jump? If there's a capability.
Yeah. So yeah, if you 15's plenty of is 15's high enough to get across. You're taking 10. It's just going to take 2 minutes to jump across.
You could have told me that earlier. But anyway.
I took a 10.
Okay. So, take 10, you can pretty much do anytime you're not in a rush, is what it says under the rules. And it says it takes 10 times as long. So if it's a standard action, it would take like 10 standard actions. So it's really
10 standard actions is a minute.
Yeah. So it's so if it takes you 10 of those, it takes you about a minute. So maybe a minute instead of 2 minutes. I thought standard action was 6 seconds, and there's okay.
So 10, 60, 1 minute.
Okay.
Still,
a minute.
The thing is, like, I've played with a lot of DMs, not from this system, because taking 10 is not a thing that's exclusive to this. And a lot of DMs don't like taking 10 because you roll a lot less dice, and rolling is interesting. It produces interesting results most of the time.
Yeah, this system's a little different than Pathfinder, because Pathfinder 2... Alright, let's pause here, stop moving. Alright, so Pathfinder first edition is based off 3.5, I call it 3.8. And the times when you can take 10's not as... Like this system, when they made this system so that you could take 10 a lot easier than some of the other systems I played, and they kind of encourage it. So
yeah,
that's kind of what I've read.
Yeah, I've seen some people also say that it wouldn't matter if you like take a minute to prepare for a jump, because it isn't much about preparation, but just raw strength of jumping. So some people would argue that. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
I think the 10, it would like you're gearing yourself.
You're cutting off. You're cutting off a lot.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was saying that the take 10 could be more like you're taking a couple steps back, so that way you can start running to perform the jump instead of just doing a flat jump. Because when you do a run jump, then you're getting a little bit more power behind it, because when you're pushing off with your feet, you've got the momentum of the run behind it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So as you get to this point, what if you guys take 10 and add it to your stealth? What is your stealth?
14.
10.
Sorry, 13.
25.
It's better if I just roll it.
Okay. So as you get here, you feel the ground shaking underneath you, underneath your feet, and these two big droids break out of the ground. They heard the not so stealthy people approaching.
Guard.
All right, let me get out the initiative tracker. Oh, were these rolled earlier?
They were.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I thought that you were asking us to roll initiative so that people could.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll clear these
That's
off.
why I did it.
Okay, I'll clear these off, and okay, we can roll initiative now.
All right.
Hey, look, I got the same one.
Sure.
All right, let me put it in
I rolled
order.
a 20.18, but I didn't have my character selected, so now I'm at 18.18.
What's this supposed to be?
Oh, you fix it for me, thanks.
Okay. I didn't realize I fixed it.
Organized it.
Okay, here we go.
And you just have to reorder it.
All right, this guy goes first.
No, I
yeah.
didn't.
Spill King goes first.
Oh,
He's got
thank
a
you.
20.
Yep, there, I fixed it. All right, Spilkin, you go first. And they are not aware of your presence because your stealth is higher than their passive perception. Spilkin.
I can aim and shoot one of them, can't I?
You can always do that. Just don't move.
Good thing they can go through allied scare.
I will aim and I will shoot them, and since they are close range, I get to use my ability.
All right, let me make sure. You could shoot this guy easily without him getting cover. Actually, both these guys, you could shoot if you shoot from this corner.
And how much is it? What does auto fire do again? How much is that?
You take a -5, and then you can put the 2x2 square.
Which would it would hit both of them.
Okay, I'll just do auto fire on the carbine.
Especially if you fire like right here, it'll hit both of them.
Also, if you miss, it still does half damage.
That too.
Works for me. Auto fire it is in. Where's the template at?
Up in the top, there's a folder underneath light source.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Roll, baby, roll.
I'll give you.
Oh wait, I forgot the -5.
Oh, okay. That misses. So it's half damage to them? Yeah, really?
I got this point blank count in this or no?
Point blank does count, but you took a -5.
Okay, so you add 1 more damage.
So that's rounded down.
Point blank shot gives you an addition to an attack, not damage.
I thought it did both. I'll have to go back to read.
Nope. All right.
Okay, so yeah. I already added the +1 to the attack.
All right, so they take half damage for you missing.
An 11 misses. All right, so they have more than that.
Oh, ready then.
Yep. Okay.
When I aim, do I add extra to the attack or no?
Aim adds a plus. No. Aim ignores cover.
Okay.
Yeah. And it takes 2 swift actions, so you'd have to spend your move action as a swift action.
Yeah, I wasn't moving. I was going to protect y'all.
No problem.
All right. This guy's turn. Okay. So this guy will move here and then shoot at the guy that shot him. He will use burst fire. Wait. Heavy rifle double. Okay. Yeah, he'll do this double range. Okay, here we go. I don't think he's any penalties for anything, so he's shooting at Spillikin.
I'm small, unless that counts.
All right.
Well, that gives you a plus.
Yeah, I had 21 for mine.
That hit?
Yep.
All right. Man, I'm slacking. Sorry, guys.
Nah, that's all good.
There's a blaster fire.
I can't even hear that. What's going on?
Black, your turn. You see this thing, just its legs are covered in the water. It's pretty big.
How come I can't hear anything? That's just weird.
Can you hear us, Krivak?
Oh no, I can hear you guys. I was talking about like the sound and stuff like that. I can't hear it.
Can't hear the monster?
Yeah, I couldn't hear that. So that's okay. I don't really need to hear it. I mean, it's somewhere. It's master music is up there.
Yes, I gotta give 2 more hours to that lady again.
All right. Anyways, so he's already there. I see this guy, right? Do I know this guy is right here?
Not without. Yeah, I don't think anyone's giving you any indication that there's another one. You might be able to see. I think you see part of his base, so you can tell there's something there, because you can have one square touch here, but it would definitely have cover. This one would have cover.
So from here, I'm going to go ahead and activate my Battle Strike ability.
Is that the one that does the what you did to hit all those other droids?
Well, no. So my Battle Strike gives me a bonus to hit. It gives me a bonus to hit and allows me to do extra damage when I hit them. However, I did not make it, so I can't use it. But it does use the force power, which sucks. And then I'm going to use Unhindered Charge to go at this guy.
Okay. So that lets you bypass the water's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unhindered
Well,
Charge.
you just gotta jump in the water anyways. You might as well try to avoid it.
So use a force.
And you have to have martial artists to be able to do attacks of opportunity with unarmed attacks, right?
Yes, but I have my lightsaber out and ignited. Because I've had it out and ignited for the entire time.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, get right here, and so that I'm right next to him, and I will attack him, which I was able to do because I rolled that, and then it would be lightsaber basic.
Okay.
13 with a 20.
13 to hit.
I'm gonna roll a force point so 16 to hit.
Barely. Okay. 20 damage.
That was a crit for the damage too.
At least on one of the dice, yeah.
All right. So 20. So you cut through it, do a bunch of damage. Parts of it start like spraying out with sparks. You got big old lesions through it. Its right arm's twitching a little from the damage you did to it. All right, Echo, I grow. Keldor.
That's why I love lightsabers. They go through damage reduction.
Okay, I don't want Spillikin to die yet, so I'm gonna use Vital Transfer, so he doesn't die, because that's kind of important. Alright.
What's vital transfer?
Say what?
What's vital transfer?
Hold on. Here you go. To be more specific,
Does it heal?
Yes,
It heals.
Does, it heals.
Okay.
four times my level, which would be 12.
So as you do that, Spillikin does not appear to get any better.
Could you have let him roll the perception before he wasted?
How adamant are you on keeping your secret? Because that's kind of...
I mean, I've taken more than half my health. I'm pretty sure you can see parts of me sticking out.
It's up to you. So you can describe
You're
what
a
you see.
replica droid, aren't you?
I am.
We are giving clues. He's unaffected by smells. You never see him eat. He's heavier than an organic you think would be, using the force to lift him up. So he's like a T-800.
Alright, so before I do that, do I perceive him being a robot?
I guess roll perception to see
It's up to him. He's the one that wanted to keep his thing a secret to the group. So if he wants parts of mechanics to show, that's fine with me. So I'll say yes. You see some sparks when you're about to use your force power, and you see a patch of fur missing. You see a bunch of metal.
and skin.
Right, so I won't use that. I would probably swear confused, and then I would seeing this guy over here. I already moved, so
That's also why he doesn't speak binary.
basically
Why he doesn't
He
speak
speaks
basic?
the species. He speaks binary and the species language, but not basic because that wasn't the species he chose native language.
Chandrafon, yeah.
I think that I could try to force grip, but these things are huge, so I think I'm going to
They're large.
move object. I'm going to use move object to slam this thing into the wall if I can. Can I use that same 33 that I got? Or do I have to roll again?
So, what's the difficulty on moving a large object?
I think it's DC 20. Let me get on the wiki again. Hold on. I have the wiki open, but
So,
also have it up
does it have a chart that determines the damage?
Yep, it does. So 30 can move objects up to gargantuan size and deal 86 points of damage.
Okay, you got a 33, so what can you do?
I can move an object up to gargantuan size up to 6 squares, I think, and deal up to 86 damage. So
Okay.
I'm just going to slam this thing into the wall over here.
All
This
right.
way. Dealing 86 damage. Let me roll that. 27 points of damage.
So, you pick up this thing, you slam it, and you completely cave in the front of its barrel, and its arms, legs, everything bust off it. It does a mini explosion as it crumbles and falls into the water.
There's a little smirk on Icro's face right now. He seems pleased with himself. I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, now it's this guy's turn. I'm sorry, he only sees Krevlek without being obscured. So, Krevlek, you're gonna be its target.
Okay.
All right, it's going to just do the regular blaster fire with its weapons. Yeah.
Lucky.
The 10 doesn't do squat.
It does
Lucky.
not.
Miss. Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Did
In
you
the
hear
water.
a
Splash
miss?
this.
It's shot.
Yeah, it's the psh, psh, psh in the water. All right, Spillikin, your turn.
And I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Can't believe no one has mechanic skill.
We do.
Well,
He's not with us today.
I mean, it's 2 Jedi and a soldier. It's not like...
You know, it's crazy. Every single one of the CIS droids are trained in mechanics.
I wonder why.
Even if they suck, they can at least keep assisting each other until they get a high enough bonus to repair anything. All right, 11 misses. So were you shooting at them?
Yeah. Damn, these are some bad rolls.
almost makes me wish I played the shard species, because then I could have taken vital transfer and one of the talents that the shard species can get as an Iron Knight, and it allows them to use the vital transfer on droids.
So this as Cravelick, I think Jedi are pretty overpowered as it is.
Nah.
The best way to beat Jedi is a bunch of spread out units.
That's actually probably correct.
Yeah, just leave them in an open field against like 10 droids, they'll die.
Or sniper shoot them.
Or they could be those Cortosis weave droids.
Oh yeah, the Cortosis weave. Oh god.
All right, so it's Cravelick. What you doing?
Greyback. Okay, so I'm going to go one. Yeah, that I can just take one step and move here, and I'm considered diagonal to him.
Yep.
And I will. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I'll just make an attack with my lightsaber. And I miss.
Yep.
I'm not even going to try and waste a force point on that one.
So you use your lightsaber, and your foot slips, and you attack the crap out of the ground.
The ground is a little yellow now from the.
It's got black scorch marks all over it, and pieces of the brick have fallen into the nasty water. Icro.
I one day you'll get my name right first try. One day.
I need to hear it. I need to hear your teammates calling your name in character, and that's how I pronounce it correctly. Repetition.
Alright. The hell was that?
The Charger fan.
Alright.
His vocabulary box got damaged.
Can I see, like, okay, so my question is, originally I was here when I started my turn. From here, can I see the guy? From the next square over?
So, the way it works, you probably can see him, but can you see him without cover? He's large, so he doesn't get cover from a medium, but he does from a wall, so...
No, sure, but it won't matter for what I'm thinking
so
of
if
doing.
you move one square over, you should be able to see him.
Alright, so I will have cover against him also. I am going to be bold, and I'm going for a force grip. Let's see. That probably wasn't very great. Does 18 surpass his fortitude defense?
Now, you do realize droids don't have cons, so their forts aren't that great. Yes, barely.
Well, actually,
their
he's
fortitude
large.
is strength instead of constitution.
Yep. But
He's large, so he gets a +5 to that. Does it still surpass it?
the character sheet's up to date, so it has all that in there. It does.
Oh, okay. So now he's gonna take 2d6 damage, and he can only do a swift action next turn.
That sucks.
So he takes 3 damage, and he can't do anything.
Just falling prone on someone and allowing the weight of their body to crush them. That's swift, right?
You're the DM. You'll tell me.
I think falling prone counts as a swift, and it has no arms, so...
Let me take a look, actually.
Improvised weapon. It's going to use itself as an improvised weapon and fall. I don't know.
Isn't that all of an attack, and attack is a standard action?
Well, it becomes an environmental hazard of falling object that's falling from 10 feet, which I don't think does any damage. Dang it. Oh well. I'm trying to come up with something. Can I self-destruct? All right, so
It would be a swift action to activate it, but I think it would take a standard action to complete it. That's just my thinking as a
you're
former
probably
GM.
right. So swift action.
So basically, I kind of like move my hand, kind of like as soon as I see it, I just force crush him, General Grievous style. Just, and its metal starts contorting and stuff.
Yeah, probably. All right, not much you can do with the swift. All right, Spillikin, what are you gonna do?
Try to shoot him this time, and before I gotta leave.
You can do it.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
You shot it. Did some damage.
You also hit.
All right, it's sparking and it's trembling.
Why is it in red? What does that mean?
What?
It means you rolled at least a 1 in the 3 dice of damage that you rolled.
Yeah, you can roll
yeah.
a number. It shows
Oh,
you.
okay.
All right, Krevlet.
I will use just a basic lightsaber attack.
All right, this trembling.
22 or
shaky.
14.
Yep, you slice it like butter.
Butter. Like butter.
And it falls to pieces.
Good.
All right. I think Demarion has to drop off his kid for work.
Yeah, in a few minutes. Like
Kids.
Okay. So combat is over. That could have totally been avoided if people were stealthy. But
Yep.
I mean, we get XP for that, right? So.
yeah, that's true. Well,
XP
even
is
if you
good.
avoided it, you'd still get XP for
Having
But you
avoided
know-
it.
encounter.
But combat is fun.
When I level up, do I get my health back?
If you have someone to repair you.
Darn.
If only you had. If you had.
But here's the thing. You're gonna die.
If you had use computer, you could reprogram one of these droids to repair you.
Yeah, I don't have the intelligence, so.
So that stinks. He might have to take a break and beg the barkeep to fix him.
Yeah, 2 more hours. I said 2 more hours.
All right. So you guys want to keep going south?
We keep going. But yeah.
I thought we were going to end the session now. Didn't you
Oh, yeah.
say go ahead
We can-
to leave?
Yeah, we can go ahead and end this now. So I'll factor up. I got to add up all the experience. So
So supposedly the other guy who is sick and lost an arm will join us next week.
he hopefully.
So,
You can only lose so many limbs.
He just appears running through the sewers. Hey guys, wait for me.
Yeah. He was there the whole time. He's just eating popcorn and oh no, you guys got this.
I mean, we definitely did.
Yeah, I'll put the XP on Discord. I gotta add up all the stuff you killed.
so do you guys have
Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
See you, mate.
Alright, you too. So do you guys have a regular date that you guys do this, or does it come at random? Is it like every Sunday between this time, or?
So we've been doing. So one of the players requested that we do every other Sunday, and then they said, "Well, my work schedule, I can't play anymore." I'm like, "Well, that stinks." But my girlfriend likes every other Sunday, so I'd like to do this. Not next week, but the week after that. That's good with you guys, and then just keep it regular. We've had so many people say they could play, and then they can't. So I just been advertising on Facebook to try and get some regular players.
For me, I can play every week if needed. If it's out every other week, I'm fine with that too. I just like to play, as you can see.
Cool.
Yeah, same Same here. Same with me. I can play every week, especially if it's on the weekends, like Saturday or Sunday. Because earlier in the days, like during the week, I have work and everything like that, and I work at like 6 to 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sometimes I work later.
Yeah.
Oh, no
So-
work.
It's always this time, 1 to 4 CST.
This time is great for me because it's like 3 in the afternoon for me, so it's super comfortable.
Okay, cool. And also, the way I play, I want to play too at some point. So I have GM incentives that are very similar to Pathfinder Society, where the GM creates a character, gets full XP rewards and full credit rewards, and all the time that happened in game, their character gets to decide how they spend that downtime. So that's kind of how I try to incentivize other people to run a game so that my character can play. And anything that happens in a game of any GMs is game canon. So if there's an NPC that someone liked and they weren't explicitly killed off, another GM can use that character and go with it. So if anyone's interested in GMing stuff, let me know. But this is all added on. This is not part of the adventure. This because they were really crappy at finding information out with their streetwise checks, it's gather information. Yeah, so they went this convoluted way around to their sewer systems. Let's go find a tunnel and surprise them. So I made this all up because they want to do that.
I always find that the best GMs do stuff like that even if it's a module like this one is, they go out of their way and they're like, well, okay, you guys didn't do what it says in the module, so I'm going to have to come up with something else. And I just like that GMs can do that and everything like that. Instead of forcing people to stick to the module, it just becomes hacky, in my opinion.
I'm used to Vampire the Masquerade, a narrative one, and so I've always done improvised games. So I'm just trying to get the system down. So I was doing this adventure to get an idea of the skill checks, stuff like that. But if I GM again, it's going to be based totally on what the players want to do. Because I've got like 60 maps on here. I've got almost the entire CIS droid army statted out and tokened already. I've got a couple ships and vehicles. So I try to make it real easy for anyone else who wants to GM. They can just take one of the maps and throw something together.
Like, eventually, when I get to have some more time and... Like, I DM already, D&D, at Saturday for 8 people. When I get some more time and
Yeah.
Say what?
Sorry,
So,
I was
like,
talking to my grandma.
Okay. I could try a one-shot eventually,
Cool. And I like to do the continuous world method so that people don't have to keep making new characters. That's kind of why I wanted to stick with point buy. That way everyone has kind of the same standard character, so it's easier to...
I totally get it.
What I can't remember what that's called. Because I was in one of these before, where everybody has
March?
DMs.
Organize it?
Yes, West March. That's what it is.
Yeah, I totally get it. I just I don't know. It's like sometimes when you get a very good role, you kind of like, oh, I really want to play this,
I might have, like, if you're looking for more people, I might have a friend or two that would be willing to join.
Yes, because right now we got Pat, my brother, Demarion, and DJ are usually there every time we play, and we've had to cancel because there's only been 2 players, and we need at least 3. So we got at least Demarion shows up all the time, and DJ shows up most time unless he doesn't get his homework done. He's in school still. not college, but the other one. And I don't want to say the wrong age on live stream and have him get mad. So he's still in school.
He would get mad over.
I don't know. He might not. I'm not. I'm just saying if there's a chance. I'm just trying to cover my cover my
Sure.
base.
Also,
Yeah.
not meaning to be rude to your stream, but like, game is over. Why are you still streaming?
That's a good point. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.
So where do you stream so that way I could, or where is it posted so that way I